Hello, I'm Adam Paul Morgan and thank you for clicking on to what is a Vlogging Adam video. Ooh. Hello again, yes, this is a Vlogging Adam video where I talk about this, what, the hoo-has and the general what's been going on. Well then, go on social media and I guarantee someone in your friends list, likes list, whatever they're called these days, someone would have done a parachute jump for charity. Of course they do. They like to do a bit of fundraising, of course. Me, myself, I'll be happy just to donate some money to whoever's doing one of these jumps because I'm being very, very careful. However, I was speaking to someone or a small group of people who were talking about doing one of these parachute jumps to help raise money for charity. Good on them. But here's the worst reason I'd ever heard someone for not doing one. Now, that is, this person actually said they wouldn't do a parachute jump because they might break a leg. Now, if you've jumped out of a plane, you've landed on the ground and you've just broken your leg, I would call that a victory because it could be much, much worse. Really, if you break a leg while doing a parachute jump, that's a victory. These things, everyone's going ballistic about these things when they get one or not. It is the new £5 note, and only recently the new £10 note, as sort of the designs as it were, has been revealed in the news and etc. But I have here one of the new £5 notes that everyone's going crazy over here in the UK. But the thing is, there's a code on these on the back, which certain collectors are willing to fork out quite a few quid in order to get them. Now, on the back, the codes are AA. Now, if you have one of these £5 notes, have a look, because if it's AA0, you can get a few bob on eBay. Now, someone was flogging a £5 note, I was checking it out, but it was AA something or other, it wasn't zero. Now, this £5 note that someone was selling online went for £5.26. Now, if anyone who's ever sold anything on eBay knows that there is a 10% charge just from eBay. Do the maths. The guy was actually down on the deal. Need I say more? But of course, if you do happen to find one of these £5 notes, AA0 whatever, I believe that is the correct term, it also needs to be in sort of mint condition. Let me explain. Now, if you look at this one here, it has a slight bend in it, as it were, where it's been in my wallet. It's ended up in other places as well. Thank you. But yes, it just needs to be completely crisp and clean, no bends in it at all. It must be absolute mint condition. And check the codes on the back. Do some Googling. People are willing to pay. Collectors, as it were, for paying for these £5 notes. But this one is going to go in a big heavy book, and it's going to be my emergency fiver. We all got to have an emergency fiver, haven't we? Imagine me working in a shop. Don't matter what type of shop it is, but just imagine me working in a shop. Again, it doesn't matter which shop I was working in. This story is true. Bear this in mind. Just imagine a shop. For legal reasons, I can't tell you the shop I was working in, but just imagine I was working in a shop. So there I am, doing the sort of general, boring, mundane, retail, day-to-day task that goes on in these type of places. Picking up, putting down, picking a load of stuff up, moving it around again, then putting it back up, because only the previous day I pick all that stuff up and put it down there, only to be picked back up again to put back in the other place. But just imagine I was doing that. If you work in retail, you know what I mean. Now, as I was working away, this lady came up to me. That's sort of like that, and she was like, "Excuse me, can you sort of tell me what time the shop opens next door?" I said, "I'm ever so sorry, love, but I don't work there. I can tell you what time this shop opens and closes like." Just like that, but like sort of down south, all the shops open at 11 o'clock on Sunday. It's now 10:10. Now, that's just general thing. If I don't know what time it is, maybe she should have gone round and had a look at the sign that says we are open from da 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 da. I don't know what time that shop opens. To be honest, I couldn't care because I don't work there. That was my general response. If I don't work there, I couldn't tell you because I don't know, I don't care. And if you've worked in retail, I bet you've had this one before, haven't you? That sort of question being asked, one of these silly questions, as you do. But then she walked off and I was telling my colleagues and superiors about this story, about this lady who come in. And I was like, up north, we open at this time. But then a customer heard this story and he was going, "Up north, do you know winter's coming?" I was like, "Ah, I do." And all of us, we're all a bit Game of Thrones mad, going, King of the North, winter's coming, going on about that. And I'm thinking, how obsessed of Game of Thrones have we all become? I'm not that mad. I like it. But he is an absolute Jon Snow. But hey, that's my vlogging Adam for the week, as you can probably tell. Not much has happened. But so, have a good and Terraria base. If you like the video, subscribe or like it, and if you don't like it, dislike it. I don't mind, I really don't. I'm Adam Paul Morgan, and Terraria it. I think it's time for a cup, isn't it? Oh, got one there.